You may feel like your heart is in pieces, like the world around you is collapsing, like you've lost everything that truly mattered. The pain you're feeling is unlike anything you've ever experienced. The silence in your room echoes the absence of someone you thought you couldn't live without. But here's the truth, one that might feel hard to accept right now. This pain isn't the end of your story. It's just the beginning. I know it feels like your life has been turned upside down. You wake up every morning, and the weight of reality crashes down on you. The person you loved is no longer there. The future you dreamed of is now a shattered illusion. But what if I told you that this is a moment, a single chapter in a book you're still writing? What if I told you that this is where you rise? Right now, it might seem impossible to see through the fog, but there's a way out. There's light on the other side of this pain. The journey ahead is difficult, yes, but I promise you, it's worth every step you take toward healing. You don't have to pretend to be fine. You don't have to push the hurt away or convince yourself that you're stronger than you feel. In fact, that's exactly what's holding you back. The first step in your healing journey isn't about moving on. It's about feeling everything, letting the waves of sadness, anger, confusion, and hurt wash over you. It's about accepting that right now, you're allowed to be broken. In this world, we often hear that we need to be strong, that we need to push through our pain and keep going as if nothing happened. But let's be real. Sometimes, we just need to sit with our pain. We need to acknowledge it, honor it, and let it do what it needs to do. When we try to ignore our emotions, they grow louder until they take over our minds. But when we face them head-on, we gain control. That's the irony of healing. It's messy. It's not clean. It's not a straight line. It's a journey that requires you to face the parts of yourself you'd rather avoid. But only then do you find true freedom. Only when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, to admit that you're hurt, can you begin to rebuild. But here's the thing you need to understand. You're not alone in this. Everyone has been there. Everyone has felt the sting of a broken heart, the weight of uncertainty, and the doubt that creeps in when you're at your lowest. But it's in those moments, the ones when you feel the weakest, that your true strength begins to rise. Imagine for a moment, as painful as it is, that this moment of heartache is a necessary part of your journey, that the universe, or whatever higher power you believe in, is guiding you through this storm for a reason. Pain, as difficult as it is to accept, can be the birthplace of your greatest transformation. And this transformation starts by acknowledging that you're hurting right now. You're in pain, and that's okay. But here's where it gets real. This pain, it won't last forever. This is not your forever, no matter how intense it feels now. The rawness will fade. The tears will stop. The thoughts that keep you awake at night will eventually calm down. This moment will pass. And when it does, you'll be standing on the other side stronger than you ever thought possible. But right now, you have to feel it. You have to let it break you open. You need to let the cracks show, because those cracks, those are where the light will get in. It's time to face your reality. It's time to face the fact that what you're feeling is part of the process. Your healing can only begin when you let yourself experience the full depth of your emotions. It won't happen overnight, but step by step, moment by moment, you will heal. And you'll be amazed at who you become once you've weathered this storm. But remember this, you are not defined by your pain. Your pain is simply a chapter in the story of who you are becoming. And now, here's the real question. What if? Just what if? This painful chapter is exactly the one you needed to finally reclaim the life that's been waiting for you all along. Stay with me, we're just getting started. The first step to healing isn't about moving on quickly. It's not about stuffing your emotions deep inside, pretending you're fine when you're not. The truth is, this journey doesn't start with moving on. It starts with feeling. And that, my friend, is where the healing truly begins. When you're in the middle of heartache, all you want is for the pain to stop. You want the heartache to go away. You want to wake up one day and feel like yourself again. But here's the hardest truth you have to face. You can't heal until you allow yourself to feel the full weight of your emotions. I know it's tough. I know you don't want to face it, but pretending like it didn't happen will only make it worse. There's a reason why people say, time heals all wounds. But it's not time that heals. It's what you do with that time. Time only works its magic if you choose to use it, to feel, to grieve, and to heal. Time can't do the work for you. You have to do it yourself. So, here's the question. Are you ready to feel? Right now, you may feel like a mess. You may feel like you're drowning in emotions. Sadness, anger, confusion. Your mind is racing, replaying every conversation, every moment, trying to figure out where things went wrong. But listen closely to what I'm about to say. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You don't need to figure it all out. The only thing you need to do is give yourself permission to feel. That's it. The healing starts when you stop resisting the emotions you're trying to push away. Imagine this. You're standing at the edge of a vast ocean. The waves are crashing around you, pulling at your feet, and you feel like you're about to be swept away. But what happens if you stand still, let go of your fear, and let the waves wash over you? You realize that you're stronger than you thought. You start to stand taller. You don't drown because you faced the waves. Instead of running from them, that's what this emotional pain feels like. It feels overwhelming at first, but it's temporary. It's not something you'll feel forever. And here's the good news. It's necessary. The more you try to ignore the hurt, the longer it will take to heal. but the more you face it head on, the faster it will pass. Pain is not the enemy, it's the process. And what's waiting for you on the other side of that pain? A version of you that's more resilient, more compassionate, and more connected to who you truly are. The person you were always meant to be. But before you get to that point, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to sit in the uncomfortable space of vulnerability. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to feel lost. Don't let anyone tell you how to feel or how long it should take. Your healing is personal, and there's no right or wrong way to go through it. But there is one thing you can control. Your decision to feel. It's not weakness to cry. It's not weakness to feel like you're falling apart. What's weak is pretending you're fine when you're not. What's weak is pretending that the pieces of your heart aren't scattered across the floor, waiting to be put back together. The strength lies in allowing yourself to break so you can rebuild. It's like a phoenix rising from the ashes. You must burn before you can fly again. But this time, when you rise, you won't be the same. You'll be someone new, stronger, wiser, and ready for what's ahead. Look at it this way. Every time you cry, every time you feel like you're too broken to go on, you're getting closer to the person you were meant to become. This pain is a powerful catalyst for change. As difficult as it is, this pain is shaping you into something greater than you ever imagined. You don't need to be afraid of it. You just need to let it flow. Now, I know you want to rush through this. You want to get to the part where everything feels better? But trust me, if you skip this step, you're only delaying your true healing. You'll carry this weight with you, and it will follow you into the next chapter of your life, always waiting to catch up with you. So, let go of the pressure to move on, right now. Let go of the false idea that you have to be strong all the time. The strength lies in embracing the pain, knowing it's temporary, and trusting that something beautiful will emerge from it. But I'll be honest with you, the hardest part of this step is the willingness to face your emotions in the first place. It's not easy, it's not fast, but it's essential. And here's the hardest, most painful truth of all. When you face this pain, when you allow yourself to feel it, it will be the beginning of your freedom. And that freedom, it will change everything. But what if I told you that this isn't the only thing you need to do to heal? There's a deeper step, one that will set you on a path of transformation you didn't even know was possible. Stay with me. The best is yet to come. Letting go, two simple words, yet they carry the weight of the world. You might be thinking, how can I let go when everything I've known, everything I've loved, is tied to that person, that relationship? The past feels like an anchor, holding you down, making it impossible to move forward. But here's the brutal truth. If you don't let go of the past, you'll never be able to embrace the future. It's hard, I get it. Every memory, every piece of your shared history, every word they ever said, it feels like it's etched into your soul. And with every memory that resurfaces, you feel like you're holding on just a little bit more. As if letting go would be an admission that everything you had, everything you dreamed of, was never real. But let me tell you this. Holding on isn't keeping the love alive. It's keeping you trapped in a moment that no longer exists. I know that thought is terrifying. Letting go feels like you're losing part of yourself. But here's the truth. You are not defined by your past. You are not defined by what you lost. You are defined by who you choose to be now and who you become moving forward. Think about it this way. When you hold on to the past, you're keeping yourself in a constant state of limbo. You're not truly living in the present, and you're not open to the possibilities of the future. You're stuck in a loop, replaying old conversations, old mistakes, wishing for a different ending, and punishing yourself over things you cannot change. Every time you look back, you're tying yourself to a version of yourself that no longer exists. And the longer you stay there, the harder it becomes to walk away from it. The past will keep pulling you back, filling your mind with what-ifs and if-onlys. But here's the reality. You can't change the past. And clinging to it will only prevent you from creating the life that's waiting for you. So how do you let go? First, acknowledge that it's okay to grieve. You don't have to push aside the sadness, the longing, the anger. In fact, it's necessary. You have to give yourself the space to mourn the loss, to let go of the person and the future you thought you had. But once you've done that, you have to take a step forward. You have to decide, right here, right now, that you deserve more than living in the shadow of your past. Letting go isn't about erasing the memories or pretending they never mattered. It's about making peace with them. It's about finding closure within yourself, rather than seeking it from someone who can't give it to you. The person you were before the breakup doesn't exist anymore. That version of you was part of a chapter in your life, but you are writing a new chapter now. And in this new chapter, you are the author. I'm not saying it will be easy. It won't be. It will be messy. It will hurt. There will be moments when you'll want to hold on to the memories, to the comfort of what you knew. But holding on only means you're staying in the same place. And you deserve more than that. You deserve to move on. You deserve to reclaim the space that's been taken over by someone who no longer fits into your story. You deserve to be free. Start small. Maybe it's removing photos, deleting old messages, or unfollowing them on social media. These may seem like insignificant actions, but every single choice you make to let go is a step toward freeing yourself. The less you're reminded of the past, the more room you make for new experiences, new relationships, and most importantly, new opportunities. You might think, but I don't want to forget the good times. No, You don't have to forget the good times, but you have to release the grip those memories have on you. When you let go, you stop reliving those moments over and over in your head, torturing yourself with the what could have been. Letting go isn't about erasing the past, it's about choosing the present. It's about giving yourself the permission to move forward, to make room for a new future. A future where you're stronger, more resilient, and ready for what's next. You're holding on to the past, but the past is no longer serving you. It's holding you back from becoming the person you were always meant to be. And that person? They're waiting for you. And here's the beautiful truth. When you let go, you create space. You create space for new dreams, new experiences, and yes, new love. It might feel impossible now, but trust me when I say there is a life waiting for you on the other side of this pain. You've already taken the hardest step by facing the pain. Now, it's time to release it. Let it go, and in doing so, you'll free yourself. And in that freedom, you'll find something more incredible than you ever imagined. The power to rebuild your life on your own terms. But there's something more. Something you may not even realize yet. Something you need to do to fully step into this freedom. What if I told you that letting go wasn't just about the past? What if I told you there's a whole new world waiting for you? One that will change everything. Stay with me. The real transformation begins now. This is where the real magic happens. After facing your pain, after letting go of what no longer serves you, you find yourself standing at a crossroads. The old you is gone, and the new you is waiting to emerge. It's not about picking up the pieces of who you were. It's about building something new, something stronger. This is your moment to reinvent yourself. At this point, the journey shifts. The healing has begun, but now comes the transformation. You are no longer defined by what you've lost. You are not the sum of your past heartbreak. You are the sum of your potential, your dreams, and the actions you take today. And let me tell you, this is the most exciting part of the entire process. Imagine you've been living in a house, and for years, it's been filled with things that no longer fit. The furniture is outdated, the walls are cracked, and the energy in the space is heavy with memories you don't want to revisit. Now, picture yourself walking through that house with a vision of how you want it to look. You start tearing down the old wallpaper, cleaning out the clutter, and making space for something fresh. That's what rebuilding yourself is like. The old you was shaped by your past relationship. That's normal. But the new you? This person is shaped by who you choose to become moving forward. This is where your true power lies. And it starts with the most important thing of all, self-love. It's so easy to lose yourself in the aftermath of a breakup. You start questioning your worth, your attractiveness, your ability to love again. But here's the truth. You were worthy before the breakup, and you are worthy now. The person who walked away from you didn't take your worth with them. They didn't define you. You define you. It's time to stop waiting for someone else to validate your worth. You don't need someone's approval to be amazing. You are already enough. You just need to remember it. So, how do you start this process of reinvention? It begins with taking care of yourself. Not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. It's about rediscovering what makes you feel alive again. What made you smile before the relationship? What were your passions, your hobbies, your dreams? It's time to pick those back up. And if you don't know what they are anymore, that's okay. Start by trying new things. Step out of your comfort zone. It's about rediscovering yourself, not the version of you that was part of the relationship, but the person who existed before and the person you're becoming now. And this is where you need to get real with yourself. It's not enough to just move on. You've got to actively rebuild. You've got to intentionally step into the best version of yourself. This means being courageous, even when you don't feel like it. It means getting out of bed when it feels impossible, pushing yourself to do things you once enjoyed, even when it's hard to find joy again. It's about showing up for yourself every single day, even if it's just for 5 minutes at a time. Take small steps, and let those small steps turn into big changes. Exercise, eat well, get outside, meditate, journaling, writing down your feelings can help you connect with your emotions and keep you grounded. But the most important thing you need to do is reclaim your self-belief. You've been through hell, and yet you're still here. You're still standing. That in itself is proof of your strength. Every time you pick yourself up, you're sending a message to your subconscious. I am capable. I am strong. I am worthy of the love, the life, the happiness that's ahead of me. Rebuilding yourself also means breaking free from the limiting beliefs you've held on to. After a breakup, it's easy to think that you'll never find love again, or that you're not good enough for someone else. But those thoughts are not facts. They are the lies of fear and pain. The truth is, the love you are seeking starts with loving yourself. As you begin to take action, to show up for yourself every day, you'll start to notice something incredible. The more you focus on building the life you want, the less you'll think about what you've lost. This is where you find your true freedom, not in the absence of pain, but in the growth that pain has triggered. You are becoming someone new, someone who is not afraid of what lies ahead, someone who believes that the best is yet to come. You are not the person you were before. You are stronger, wiser, more resilient. The old you has died, but in that death, there is rebirth. And this rebirth doesn't just stop with yourself. It extends to every area of your life. As you rebuild your emotional world, the outside world starts to reflect that change. you'll find yourself attracting new opportunities, new relationships, and a new outlook on life. You'll begin to notice that you're more confident, more aligned with who you really are, and more open to what's coming next. But here's the thing you need to remember. Rebuilding doesn't mean perfection. You will have moments of doubt. You will have days when you feel like you've taken 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And that's okay. Growth isn't linear. There will be setbacks, but every setback is a lesson. Every challenge is an opportunity to get stronger, to get clearer, and to get closer to the person you were always meant to become. Now, imagine this. You've been working on yourself, step by step, and you've become someone who is thriving, who is living with purpose, who is no longer defined by the past. The world has opened up to you, and what happens next is the most beautiful part of all. But you might still be wondering, what does the future hold? There's something you need to know, something that's going to change everything for you. Stay with me. We're only getting started. The transformation is about to go to a whole new level. You've made it through the hardest part. You've faced your pain. You've let go of the past, and you've started rebuilding. But here's the most powerful truth of all. This is not the end. It's the beginning. Every challenge you've faced, every tear you've shed, every sleepless night has been part of a bigger picture. A picture you couldn't see before because it was clouded by heartache. But now, the fog has started to lift. The path ahead of you is clearer than it's ever been. You may not see it yet, but you are on the cusp of a transformation. Your life is no longer defined by what you've lost. It's defined by what you're about to gain. The future is not a continuation of your past. The future is something entirely new. So many people, when they're in the midst of heartache, can't imagine a future without the person they loved. They feel like their entire world has been ripped away. But the truth is, when one door closes, another opens. You might not be able to see that door right now. You might still be looking back at the one that's shut behind you. But trust me, there is a door opening for you, a door to a future filled with opportunity, hope, and yes, even love. And you deserve that. You deserve the happiness, the fulfillment, and the love that is waiting for you. The universe has bigger plans for you than you can imagine. But you can't step into that future if you're still holding on to what's behind you. The power is in your hands. You are the creator of your own story. You have the strength to rewrite the narrative of your life. You can look forward and choose to live a life that fills you with passion, purpose, and joy. Your new beginning starts now. This is your moment. It's not just about moving on. It's about embracing the future that's waiting for you. And when you step into that future, you'll realize that everything you've gone through has shaped you into the person you were always meant to be. So go ahead, take the first step toward your future. The best is yet to come.